August is here, and that means we have some releases to talk about. Right as we turn the page on the calendar, we've got a new Kobe release. This is the Kobe 9 EM, a white upper with some purple accents. Kobe's have been hot. Ever since the shoes have retroed, they've been fetching high numbers in the resale market. These ones retail for $190, and they definitely should be on your radar. Be sure to check sneakers at 10 a.m. on release day. On the 2nd, we tentatively have 2 releases scheduled. I would not be surprised if one of these gets pushed back. The first one that caught my eye was the Retro 10 Steel. Now this is cool. Everyone always hated on the toe caps, including MJ himself. Now we haven't seen the 10s with the toe caps since 1994. And I believe most of that was a style choice. No one really liked the toe caps. Now in the new iterations in years past, whether that be, I think 05 and 2014, we had the red Jumpman on the outsole of the shoe. This time we're gonna get it in that baby blue, that UNC blue. And they are, of course, bringing back the toe caps. Now, the retail on this sneaker is $215. That is ridiculously steep, especially for a pair of 10s. Resale market right now, it looks like there's a little bit of lunch money to be made here. Not huge margins by any means. Good colorway of a silhouette that's, not too entirely sought after. But the people who do like 10s, they're going to want a pair of these on hand. Again, sneakers, 10 a.m., release day. Keep them on your radar. Now the second release that's slotted for the 2nd are the Retro 4 Undefeated. Now, if you know anything about this colorway, these are gonna go crazy. There's lots of rumors floating around about stock levels, whether they are a mass GR or not, doesn't really matter. The only time that we've seen these since this release was slotted were the friends and family pairs, and those are fetching tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, you heard me right, tens of thousands of dollars. There's a guy that I follow on IG, he goes by Happy Feet. He's had multiple pairs of these, he has crazy PEs, he has crazy friends and family pairs, and he has bought and sold multiple pairs of these, including a sample pair, which, like I said, tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Now, since these are finally coming to the public, of course, they're not gonna fetch numbers like that, but there still should be really good margins here. Retail is set at $230, again on the steep side, but there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to buy these and sell them and have a good payday. August 15th, we have got the cough drop Foamposites. Now I was gonna leave these off, but I know there are some foam heads out there, whether you cop these to resell or for personal. The cough drops is just kind of like an iconic colorway of the foams. Now, I was never a big foam head back in the day. I liked the way they looked, but they were so uncomfortable. Like the hard plastic crushing in on your foot was just never my style. So I passed on a lot of the pairs of foams whenever they dropped. Now, back in the day and still to this day, they come with a high retail tag, $230 for a pair of foams. Again, resale is typically not very good on these. I would probably say hold off on them, but with it being, 2 weeks into the month, I would say keep them in the back of your mind. Look at the resale apps, look at GOAT, look at StockX, look at eBay, and see what kind of prices they're fetching closer to release day. Let's see if those foam heads really come out to play close to the release day of the cough drops. August 16th, we have got the Retro 12 French Blues. I remember the last time these dropped, that was back in the rush to the store and stand in line or cop the leftovers type of pairs. Seems for me like it was yesterday, but it was probably like 10 years ago. Again, a coveted colorway. The 12s are seeing some really good remastered treatment this year so far. These are going to retail for $200, and again, the margins aren't huge, but you should be able to make a couple bucks on these pairs. And on August 23rd, quite possibly my favorite release of the entire month, we have got the Shattered Backboard 1s. Now, since the OG pair of these has released, there have been multiple new iterations, the 2.0s, the glossy pair, the 3.0s, I think they called them, and they haven't done them quite right yet. Now we're supposed to be getting the OG material, that tumbled leather, the high quality shoe that we got in the past. This time they're supposed to have a Shattered Backboard box. Now if you look at the resale apps, they're low. They're down in the low 200s. And with this pair retailing at $185, doesn't sound like there's gonna be a lot of profit to be had. I would take that as a grain of salt, because back whenever the backboards initially released, that's when ones were hot and they really weren't fetching great pairs. I mean, I could buy them all day long at conventions for the low to mid 2 range. Shortly after that, people realized what the quality was, and the shattered backboard may have been competing for like the best retro one of all time. Now, if you ask me, it very well could be the best retro one of all time, just based on the quality, the look, how they've held up. Are they going to fetch numbers again like they did with the OG pair? I don't know. Those pairs were starting to fetch up in the 4-figure range. For a DS pair, are these going to do that? Probably not. The one hype is at an all-time low right now, unfortunately. But that is great for the sneakerheads who love to wear ones, because we can cop these pairs for retail. So keep the backboards on your radar for the 23rd. Again, sneakers at 10 a.m. on release day. Check your foot sites, see what they're doing for their release. Give yourself as many opportunities to cop these profitable pairs as possible. Now, if you think that I missed anything, drop that in the comments below, or as always, you can hit me up on IG. The handle is the same, at AllAB Sneakers. Thank you guys for watching, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.